So, as of Friday, we finished up law of sines and cosines, which was the last of the trig stuff that we do. So, 2.5 chapters of trig. We did it 4, 5, and half of 6. Vectors. But we've finished up our trig stuff, but trig is one of the, we spent 2.5 chapters on it. It is a huge and important concept, and so I don't want to just say, okay, now we're done, and not have looked at what we looked at the beginning of this. So to that end, we are going to spend this week doing a final project. This project will be a quiz grade, and you will get 100% on the quiz if you do what you're supposed to over the next 4 days. Okay? We are going to work with an escape room. Has anybody done an escape room? Outside, like an actual thing, where you have to go through, you have an hour to get through it? Where'd you do yours? That's cool. Did you guys get out? Nice. He's still there. They just leave you in there for forever. It's great for business. It's good. So, essentially, that's what we're going to work through. There are 8 puzzles that you are going to work on over the next several days. Some of them are evaluating your unit circle. Some of them are solving right triangles. Some of them are solving trig equations. Some of them are using the law of sines and cosines. There is some graphing stuff that's all going to take into everything that we've done over the last 2.5 chapters and put it in one kind of final wrap-up project. You're going to be doing this in groups of 3. There will be pretty much 2 in-person people to 1 a DLI person. And this is going to get a little bit different having to do this in our digital world of how this is going to work. So, you're all in a minute going to join our meeting. In a minute. Then I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. And you're going to work in your groups in your breakout rooms on the activities. There are 8 of them, and you do not have to work in order. So once you're ready for the first one, I will ask you which letter you want, and then I will send you that challenge. And then you're going to work through it with your partners. My expectation is not that every single person is doing every single problem. Some of these have like 15 or 16 problems on them. That would take you all year. The point is to be working through this collaboratively and helping each other. Let me get through this and then I'll take questions, okay? If you are doing your half or third of the work, you're going to get full credit on this. But you have to be working over the next 4 days. If you don't get anything done, I'm not giving you credit for the project. So you need to make sure you're working on these. You'll get the first one. You'll work through, make sure you read the instructions. Some of them have like pieces that you have to match. Some of them are, you have to like work your way through sort of a maze. There's a bunch of different ways that you're going to do this. Work through the puzzle. At the end of it, you'll get a code. You are going to take that code and enter it in a Microsoft document, like a form, and check your answers. If it's correct, I'll give you the next one. If it's not correct, I'll say, you got to keep going. Okay? Once you get it correct, you're going to put it on this little half sheet. This is what you're going to turn in with your work. Okay? Put everybody's team on it, and then the names. One person out of your group needs to be in charge of this, so be aware that somebody in your group is going to be in charge. I also did pick your groups to make sure that there's a DLI person in all of the groups so that it's all taken care of. Okay. You're going to work through the puzzle, check your answer. When it's right, I want a screenshot that you got it right so that I can send you the next one. You can work in any order that you want. Once you get through all 8, you are done. I have a number in my head that will give you full credit on this, but I'm not going to tell you what that is because I would like you to work through all 8. If you get through all 8 and escape, there's a prize at the end. I'm not telling you what the prize is. No. No. Just one bite. Just right out of the corner. No, like one, when you break it, just one of those. That's what you get.
No, it's not that. It's a Kit Kat bit in half.
Ooh, that's just... Ooh, Lance. Yeah, this isn't the times of COVID. Just split it in half the bad way, though. Like the uncomfortable way. Yes. Okay. Are there questions about what we're doing for the next several days? I have already picked the groups.
All right, what one are we on? D, square root of 5 over 2?
Yep. And so that puts us at C.
Okay.
Okay, so since we know the adjacent side and the hypotenuse, we should just take arc cosine of those two numbers. Yep.
We draw it.
Okay.
And the other one's 6 root 5, right?
Yes. I can zoom in if that helps.
Sorry.
Okay, so 26.6 degrees.
Okay. And that's an answer. I saw it.
So that's L right here. Okay. The terminal side. Okay, so that's in quadrant 3. So, find sine, we need our hypotenuse.
So
so that's 40 equals c squared. So c is the square root of 40.
Okay.
Okay, already. Then sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so -6 over the square root of 40. And then I have to simplify that. Okay, it's 4 and 10. So you can take a 2 out, and you have a square root of 10. And then if you take a 2 out, it's 6 times 2, which is 12. And then 4 goes into 12 and 40. So what would that be? -3 root 10 over 10, I think, yeah.
We got root 3, or we got 3 root 10 over 10 is n.
Yeah, negative, but yes.
Okay, is there a just 3 root 10 over 10?
No, there's not a positive one. There's a negative one, and that would be n. And I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be negative. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely negative because 6 is negative in our
Yeah, they're both negative though, and when you square them, they become positive. Right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely to find the hypotenuse, but in the sine equation, it's just -6. It's not being squared.
Okay, well.
And since it's -2 and -6, that definitely means it's in quadrant 3. And when something's in quadrant 3, only tangent is positive. All the other values should be negative.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be negative 3 root 10 over 10.
So do you have to do, is it, for the bottom, do you have to do like 64 times 2? So you have to do 8 square root of 2 times 8 square root of 2, right? Is that 128? Eight square. Well, how do you even do that? Is it just 8? That's so confusing. Yeah, it's 128. Yeah, so 12 times 8 square root of 2 over 128. So 12 times 8, 96. Oh, Jesus. 96 divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. So I think they're both divisible. So 96 divided by 16, I think. Oh, are they both divisible by 32? Yeah, they are. So it's, yeah. Yeah, 196 is 3, and then 128 is 4. So 3 to the square root of 2 all over 4, right? Yeah, right there. F. F is the next one. Find theta. So tangent theta equals 17 over 42. 50.5. A. Find x. So tangent 24 equals x over 20. Tangent 24. For A? Oh, F 50.5, and then you do A, and then A is 8.9. 8.9. Then what's 8.9? I. Cotangent equals and sine. I hate these ones. Cotangent theta equals negative square root 2. So that would that mean the tangent is
I'll take it.
so then wouldn't tangent be negative root 2 over 2? Okay, so then if we make a triangle, call this theta negative root 2, and this is 2 cosine. So 2 plus 4, square root of 6. So would it be 2 over the square root of 6 equals 2 to the square root of 6 over 6 equals square root of 6 over 3? Is that an answer, please? Yes. That's the end. Okay. We're done.
Guys, the code is JDAI. I just finished.
Yeah, we just finished as well.
So that would be 1.
So it would be JDA. Yep. JDA.
That's apparently not right. Okay. Did you use graph F?
I used graph F for the second one on set 1.
Okay, so wait, cotangent, okay. So that means if you used F, that means that, I'm assuming that means that the first one of set 3 is J. We're just gonna have to guess.
Okay. Do you know what the second one would be?
Um, which one out of Q and P, which one's more has the top, like, the top of one of the graphs at, like, on the origin? Because I can't see those very well. Maybe it's Q, because that looks like it's closer to, like, the top. I don't know. I can't tell. Okay.
Wait, for the middle one, I got this.
Okay. Well, I guess we can.
3 over 2 secant 2 theta?
I guess, but is that one of the?
I think Mia's dating this girl.
Oh, it might be like because you know how you're supposed to create a squiggly?
I don't know.
I
Mine
would
will
say-
only do like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. You might check the first one I did, because I got the same thing as F, but since it's cotangent, I don't know if that means it's supposed to go the other. Are cotangents also supposed to do the like weird U things?
Can I see it again?
Yeah, that's, I don't know. That's so complicated.
I'm just gonna look up what a cotangent graph looks like. And then we can process of elimination, right? I failed this section, so. Oh no, these ones are supposed to be, wait, uh-oh. Maybe not. Okay, so nope, tangent is okay. So no, we were right on the one. So
On the second one?
no, the first one is J.
Okay.
The second one, you said you got the curve ones. That's right. Whatever one you got,
Okay.
and then
So what graph would that be?
Oh God, I don't know. It's either O, M, or K, or
I
R.
used O before. I used O for the third one on the first set.
It might be K. Or how
Evan.
close is it to the origin? How close is it to the
She wants you to just like
whatever the x-axis?
So O,
No, but how close is the graph you got to the x-axis?
it's on the x-axis. Oh, so it might be M.
So yeah, we're gonna process of elimination. You're writing all these down, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay, we're gonna try again.
All right, I finished getting the work on number 3. I'm ready for another one.
You wanna give number 6 a shot? We both been trying to get it, and it's not been going.
Oh yeah, give it.
the link to the PDF is in the chat.
Okay.
It's just number 6. I don't think it matters.
Some of them have pieces that you can move around, which is why I want it to be a PowerPoint.
Mine, yeah, it's a PowerPoint. I'm just on my phone, so everything's kind of weird. Did you see the Patriots sign every free agent?
Every free agent?
Most of them.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did they take what?
No, but they signed.
Did they take Sean Watson?
No, they didn't. What?
Did the Texans end up releasing him?
Releasing Deshaun Watson?
Well,
No, Deshaun Watson's still in. What?
Okay, I sent you each a link in the chat. That's where you check your answers.
gotcha. I don't think that. Well, we gotta do number 4 again. Yeah.
Deshaun isn't even a free agent. What do you mean? He wants out, but they want to trade him. They're not trading him yet. LeBron bought part of the Red Sox? Oh. Cameron's trying number 6 right now.
Okay.
It's very hard.
Is that the one that you guys are all working on? Which one is this? G?
This is G. Neither of us can get it.
Did you start by finding a common denominator?
I did, which
Okay,
is secant square root of theta minus 1.
Good. And then what does that give you in the numerator?
We've got secant square root of theta minus secant of, it says t, but secant of theta. And then you've got secant square root of theta plus secant of theta.
Okay, and then what's going to cancel out of that?
Well, the secants cancel, so you get 2 secant squared of theta over secant squared of theta minus 1, which is tangent. So you've got 2 secant squared of theta over tangent squared of theta.
And what's secant of theta?
1 over cosine.
So 2 secant squared would be 2 over.
Or wait, 2 over?
Yeah, just like that. But you can write it. You can leave it as 2 over cosine, and then multiply by. You guys are almost there.
Wait, hold.
Because your cosines are going to cancel.
Wait, so it's 2 over cosine squared?
You guys are super close. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, so it.
Yeah.
So,
But this needs to be a squared.
so it's 2 cosecant.
This needs to be squared, and then that needs to be squared because this is a tangent squared, right? So when you invert and multiply, there you go.
So it's.
To check with you before we put
Cameron, we found it.
Okay, here's what I would like you to do with the next couple minutes. At the bottom of the work that you've completed. So first of all, if there were 3 of you in your group, I wanted you to get at least 6 challenges done. If there were 2 of you in the group, I want you to get 5. Okay, I've cut 1 down because there's fewer people working. What I would like you to do in the last couple of minutes is I would like you to reflect back on the 5 days. So we did this project because I wanted to, after 2.5 chapters, that we wanted to go back over all this stuff to really solidify it. So I would like you to tell me what thing that you figured out that you maybe didn't understand when we originally did it. What was one thing that you had wrong that you now understand better? And then I would like you to reflect on the project. Tell me what you liked or didn't like about it, okay? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to write that out, and then I'm going to call on a couple of you to share that with us. No, with our class so that we can talk about it. No, I want you to write it down on the piece of paper that you're getting ready to turn in. Something that you understand better now that you didn't understand before. Something that you had incorrect before that you now understand correctly. And then overall what you thought of the project. And this is all going to go in your folder with that half sheet and get turned in at the end of the class period. Once you finish. Yes?
Did you say if there was just a group of 2 people that we only had to complete 5?
Yes, 5 challenges if you were in a pair, and 6 if you were in a group of 3.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Would you be willing to share your answer? Marissa, would you be willing to share an answer to the prompt? Marissa,
Sorry, what did you say?
would you be willing to share an answer to the prompt?
What is the prompt?
The reflection that we're supposed to be doing right now?
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll let you do it at the end, but one thing that you understand better at the end of the project than you did at the beginning of the project. Will you
And you want us to send this in a personal chat?
No, I want you to write it out on the bottom of your work that you're going to upload. And then will you share it with the class in just a minute?
Yeah, about something that I got better at throughout the 5 days?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Morgan, will you please share with us one thing that you feel like you're better at now at the end of the project than at the beginning?
I had forgotten a lot about how to graph and graphing them, and so I think that was a good refresher. And then I better understand double angle formulas when you have a triangle that doesn't have that it's like cosine of 2x equals 3 over 5, and then finding all of the other stuff for that.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Evan, will you please share what you wrote for one thing you understand better than you did at the beginning of this?
The unit circle and graphing, just like looking at it and understanding.
Right, that's exciting. Unit circle is so important. Hopefully many of you feel the same way. My calc kids suffer sometimes. All right, Marissa, one thing you understand better now than you did at the beginning of the project?
I think I've kind of just been able to deal with word problems better because I have a hard time drawing the correct pictures, but since we had to kind of figure it out in order to get the code, I had to deal with that. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, if you are finished with your project and not sticking around or coming back later, I need your work, the half sheet with the codes for your group with your name on it so we make sure that you get credit for the right thing in the folder your folder turned in. If you are planning on finishing this up at some point or working, you must work with your partner. Take it home. I'll take it on Monday. If you are DLI, will you please take all of your work and upload it to the link on Friday that says DLI only trig project turn-in.